is Hugh, and I'm cosplaying 2B from Nier Automata.
And I'm here, Jennifer Flores, cosplaying as Inuyasha.
Hello, my name is Ami. I'm cosplaying Emilia from RA0.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and my cosplay is the Pink Mystic Power Ranger with a warrior twist to it. What inspired me to do this cosplay I always wanted to be a Power Ranger, but specifically I wanted to be the Pink Power Ranger. But it was always a girl, so I was like, why not a boy? Why not? And in terms of the costume, why not make it into a skimpy warrior with a giant mace, you know?
I love to cosplay because it's really fun becoming your favorite character, bringing them to life. And it's actually just a lot of fun, you know, it feels good to get recognized and get your picture taken. I think it's a lot of fun.
The reason why I cosplay is because I get to be the character and I get to spend time with my friend like Jennifer here, and we just like fangirl at the convention and everything. We just love.
The reason why I think cosplay is really awesome is because with the characters I found a lot of self-confidence from this community. They always ask for pictures, or they just come up to you and start screaming the character's name and you just fangirl together. So the community is really what I cosplay for.
I think it's fun that you get recognized because you find someone else that likes the same character as you do. So you, like in that moment when someone recognizes the character that you're cosplaying, it's kind of like an instant bond. Like there's that instant connection between you and that person.
When someone screams the character's name and they call out to you and you guys come together, it's really something that brings us together, and someone knows who this is and what this is. You both share a really deep passion for it. So you really bring people together, especially through this cosplay.
I first started cosplaying just a few years ago, actually pretty recently when I first moved out from high school. I just picked a character that I really liked. At the time it was Amu from Shugo Kiara, and it was a really character that I kind of connected with, and so I felt like, yeah, I want to cosplay her to be her because I feel like, you know, I really understand her, and it was like costume design was actually really good too. I really love costume designs and things like that. So since I've been cosplaying maybe a few costumes a year, this year I've done probably the most, which is about 5 different ones. Usually I do like 1 or 2 new ones a year for cosplays like that.
Well, so for this cosplay, it's my first time working with foam, specifically like floor mats, and it was really tough learning how to bend foam in the right way, how to make precise cuts, how to make everything sort of geometrically like same in a way to cut pieces out and make them fit all together. The frustrating thing about it is usually not knowing what materials you need to buy and how to utilize them correctly. You go to YouTube and you go to all these like forums and they tell you which materials to buy, but they don't necessarily tell you how to use it. And so when I am ending up using it, I end up using like wasting so much material, wasting so much my own money, and it was just like really, really frustrating. But to get the end results, to make sure that everything that we work for pays off in the end, you just have to keep going and you have to make shortcuts and you have to find alternatives. Besides to what everyone's telling you what you should use, if you find something that's like useful to you, something that's just gonna give you a quick solution, something that's gonna help you get to that point right now in your cos plans, just do it. That's what I had to do, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't make some shortcuts or if I didn't follow my own instincts.
It was around in middle school where I started really getting into Pokemon movies again, and I saw this Pokemon, Darkrai, and I figured that it'd be a really, really good cosplay to do, so I gave it a chance. And I took it to school and everyone was screaming Darkrai, Darkrai, and really expecting me to take part in conversations. I made new friends, and not only did it help me make new friends, it brought that kind of weave, that anime geek out of me, and it made me a better person.
For me, my cosplaying started in freshman year of high school. I was like really seeing like cosplaying videos on YouTube, and I was like, hey, I can do that too. So I was really inspired to like buy my own cosplay online because, like, of course, I was like a newbie, so I didn't know how to like where to start and all. So I just like purchased things and like just went with it, and it felt really good that people recognize like the cosplay that I actually bought, and because then it's just time and money that you spend that really matters, and it felt really good to be able to be the character I like too.
We felt appreciated.
So I've been cosplaying for about just a little of a year now, so this is actually my first year cosplaying. What inspired me to do cosplaying was really my need to break out of my creative block. I've surrounded myself with tons of like very creative, theatrical friends who have always find ways to express themselves. And I always found myself in a rut to be like, how can I express whatever imaginations, whatever creativity I have in myself, and not so much of a like in more abnormal way. So not just like drawing or painting. And then I looked more into my whole obsession with comics and superheroes. And then I found out about conventions, and through conventions I found about cosplay, and it just opened up a whole new world for me. This world of building your own costumes, learning what materials to use, testing your boundaries, testing your skills as not just a creative person, but as sort of like an engineer, a builder, stuff like that. It really opened up a whole new world to me, and I'm still exploring it. I'm still learning, but I'm having a great time in it.
I don't think I've reached that point. I think it's just a kind of a stubbornness on my part. But for me, the challenge for finding cosplays is, for me personally, I'm really big on details. I'm very meticulous about it, so it has to be like the right fabric, the right feel, the right look. That it has to kind of match my interpretation of what the costume design should be. Like, for example, for Amelia, I've seen a lot of fabrics that's just plain, but for this particular one, I really like it because it's a little bit shiny, so it has a more regal feel to it. Because Amelia, she's a kind of a next in line to be royalty, so it kind of matches like the regality of what her character is supposed to be, having this nice shiny fabric. So it's a little small details like that, I think, that is challenging, especially finding the right material, the right method, and with limited resources. So when I finally find that perfect like material that I'm looking for, it's extremely satisfying for me, because I feel like if I was really this character, if this character is real, this is what they would be wearing, It really matches their personality. I think a lot of things about their personality, what maybe the character designer was thinking about in designing a costume, and having it make it matches. You're not just wearing clothes, you're becoming the character and all its little details and things like that.
If you're thinking about cosplaying and you don't know where to start, I always think of research. Always research the one character that you would think of cosplaying. And it has to be a character that you would love to wear. Because if 2 months in and you're upset over this character, you're not in love with the character, by the time you're going to be wearing it, you're not going to have a good time. It's just not going to work out. Besides research, you got to learn about the materials, you got to make a budget, and then I would say the most important thing is time management. I spent so many hours, so little hours of actually sleeping for this cosplay. Cosplaying is amazing and it's great, but don't sacrifice your mental health for this. It's something, but take care of yourself first. Cosplay is great, but you yourself are important too.
Now, if you really want to start cosplaying, it's best to go online. There's communities online, such as cosplay.com. There are forums. You gotta put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. The community is nothing to be afraid of. Sure, someone will say something negative about you, but there are other people who care about what you're doing. So go on YouTube, go Pinterest, go. There are many different things to learn about, and you have to explore it. Don't be afraid.
There are also blogs and apps nowadays that let you connect to anime communities all over the world. Even they can create a whole chat for like people who are going to one convention, and you can ask for advice from them too. And at conventions, they have panels that can help you with like wig styling or like how to create your own weapons. So you can go to those, and that will help you a lot. And of course, like using the resources we have nowadays, which is like Google, YouTube, and all that, it will help a lot. And of course, never compare yourself to other cosplayers. It's you that matters.
If you're first starting out with cosplay and you want to get into it and you're not sure what to do, just tons and tons and tons of research. You know, the internet is out there. Ask any questions you like. There's also a lot of communities and forums that are willing to help. And also go out to fabric stores, see what's around you. Don't be afraid to ask the employees that are there if you're looking for a certain material or show pictures and things like that. Just don't be afraid, really, I think is the biggest thing. And just go for it and don't give up if you don't find it. And really, you get better over time. I didn't start off like this. I first started off with like what we call a closet cosplay. You just can go to a thrift store, find some shirts or skirts that kind of looks like it, put it together, and then if you are the character, you feel like you are the character, then you be the character, I think is most important. Yeah. Just to be the character. If you like my cosplay and you want to see more, I have an Instagram at mintycat3. That's MINTYCAT and the number 3. Mintycat3 on Instagram. I'm also on Snapchat. You can add me too. And I have Facebook, but I'm not active. But Instagram is the best. So follow me there. Thanks.
I would really like to appreciate, and I would like to thank my friend Hugh because she's the main reason why I love to cosplay. She's been my main support, and of course, I've always been helping her along the way as well.
I would like to thank Jennifer also because she is the one who like helped me create this 2B sword of mine. And I also like to thank my other friend Nicholas who helped me with my sniper rifle for my Shinon cosplay. And I would like to especially thank my dad who supported me with giving me money to actually go to conventions and all.
Ever changing as the wind, Pink Mystic Ranger.